Hi everyone. In today's session, let us understand more about how to go about calculating on your Losho grid as per Feng Shui. First, let us understand what each box represents. Later, we'll understand what are the attributes associated with each of the numbers and boxes. And finally, let us try to understand what are the vertical planes, horizontal planes, and diagonal planes calculated as per Losho grid. So let's get started. I will also be sharing my screen side by side in the in the screen share over here, so you'll be able to understand where it's coming from. So here goes. Okay, so like I mentioned, let us start talking about the Losho grid. Now, when you see the Losho grid, basically is a box or a tabular column comprising of 9 numbers. The 9 numbers are in the order of 492, 357 and 816, each having their own placements or own aspects associated with it. So let us first start with the first number, that is number 4. Number 4 is associated with the planet Rahu. Rahu is a shadow planet, and basically this talks about wealth. This can be of multiple times. It can be either of anything related to matters of the wealth. It can be savings, it can be banking, it can be earnings, anything at all. All of this comes under Rahu. And when we are talking about Rahu, you will be also able to understand the entire logistics of organizational skills or organization handling. All of this comes under Rahu. One other element that you can see in terms of number 4 Rahu is that any work that you do with your hands, either if it's carpentry, pottery, or if you're just a person who's any work related to the hands, the precision and accuracy and the detailing that comes with it also plays a very important role. It can be anything at all, but the work that is done with hands is dealt with with the planet Rahu and the number 4. The next number let us look at is number 9, and number 9 basically deals with the planet Mars. When you learn in detail about the planet Mars or the number 9, this is basically aggression, fire. This kind of gives a sense of extreme energy. So when you talk about the number 9, you'll also be able to see that these people are not only sensitive, but they respond to sensitivity or any sensitive issue more faster or a more reactive manner compared to others. So this basically deals with the number 9. Energy is all that we talk about. You can also see people who are generous. The amount of generosity also associated with this number deals with number 9. Then we'll talk about number 2. Now number 2 basically talks about the planet Moon. Here I would rather talk about Moon being in terms of the emotional quotient. The kind of expression of your emotional quotient completely deals with 2. With this planet associated to it is the Moon. Then let us talk about the number 3 that is associated with the planet Jupiter. Now Jupiter, when you get into detail, you will be able to understand Jupiter is basically dominantly associated with teaching, or a teacher, a mentor, or a guide. So these associations are basically looked into as per this in number 3 of the Losho grid. One more thing that you have to know is number 3 in general in numerology is associated with creativity, imagination, and expression of the creative abilities. So all of these are also looked into and dealt with over here. Next comes number 5, or the planet Mercury. Now the number 5 numerology association basically talks about balance. Not just balance in terms of overall, it's just not the balance of one sphere, like balance, having a balanced life in terms of personally or professionally, but it's accumulation of both your professional life and your personal and your private life being balanced and in harmony, and you're genuinely satisfied with it or not. All of this come into the aspects of number 5 Mercury. Then let us talk about the number 7 as per the Losho grid. The number 7 as per numerology, also if you take into consideration, also if you look into the attributes that are associated, number 7 basically deals with detachment. Ketu is the planet that is associated with it, and Ketu basically talks about detachment. It talks about spirituality, it talks about intuition, it talks about what are the things that you want to let go. All of this come under the number 7. When you talk about number 7, you can also be able to understand what are the dissatisfaction areas or elements in your life that you'll be able to experience because of the positioning of this. One other thing that you can see is that what are the losses that you will be able to gain, losses that you will be able to have financially is also an area that you can look into using this. The next number that we have is basically 8. The 8 basically represents the planet Saturn. Saturn completely deals with money. Okay, so when you talk about money, this can be financial gains or financial losses, profits, anything at all related to money, materialistic things, materialistic purchases, all of this will come under number 8. Then let us also come to the next number, that is number 1. Number 1 is basically associated with the sun. The sun is basically dominant. It kind of immaculates a lot of light onto a thing. So your self identity, your expression, your communication skills, your entrepreneurial skills, all of these come and govern number 1. This basically talks about individuality of the person and the personality that the person expresses. Then let us come to the last number of the grid, that is number 6. And number 6 is associated with the planet Venus. Like you guys know, this is one of the most looked into number or the planet association, because this completely deals with the aspects of luxury, femininity, the kind of fluidity of money, the kind of fluidity of luxury, the kind of ability or lifestyle that you can lead. All of those elements are focused on the number 6 as per your Losho grid. Also, one other avenue of what Venus deals with is predominantly also looked into is marriage or relationships or anything to do with just the love criteria that we have. So even these are looked into and dealt with as per the Losho grid for number 6 Venus planet. Now that you have been able to understand all of these 9 planets and numbers together, one thing you have to know is when put into a grid, each of the numbers either added vertically, horizontally or diagonally give us a total number value of 15. That is the thing of how the arrangement of this Losho grid has actually been done. And Losho grid is basically based on Chinese astrology and numerology, and from that this grid has been created to enhance its Feng Shui applications as well. Hence, for today's session we'll be understanding this in detail. So saying that, let us come to the next thing that we have is understanding what each of these grids mean. Like I said, there are horizontal planes, there are vertical planes and there are diagonal planes, and each of these summate or equate to number 15. So let us individually understand each row, each column in detail to understand how it works. So the first one that you can see over here talks about the horizontal plane. So there are 3 horizontal plane divisions, there are 3 vertical plane divisions and 2 diagonal plane divisions. We'll look into that individually. Number 1 that we see over here, the numbers that we're considering are the number 4, 9 and 2. And 4, 9 and 2 basically deals with the planets Rahu, Mars and the Moon. So when I told you, when we talk about these attributes, or all of these 3 numbers are taken into consideration, and hence we call this as the mental plane. The mental plane basically deals with the kind of the brain power, the grasping capacity, the learning capacity, the decision making based on whatever you have taken in. All of these come into your mental plane. Next, the second row that we'll be talking about, or the plane that we'll be talking about, is the emotional plane. Emotional plane number comprises of 3, 5 and 7. Now 3 is the planet association is Jupiter, 5 is Mercury and 7 is Ketu. All of these numbers basically talk about guides, mentorships, intuition and energy. So all of these associations can be related to your emotional level. So this basically in detail represents or deals with what exactly is your emotional quotient, how do you express yourself, how much is your actual reaction level to each situation, be it good or bad. All of these aspects are dealt with this. So your entire decisions that you take are based on emotional, in the emotional plane. Next, let us come to the next one, that is basically having the combination 8, 1 and 6. 8, 1 and 6 basically represents your third element of your horizontal plane. And here 8, 1 and 6 that you see, 8 is Saturn, 1 is Sun, the planets that are associated, and number 6 is Venus. Now here most of the things that you see over here are materialistic. It talks about entrepreneurship, it talks about the expressionness, as well deals with how you're emotionally and physically and kind of dealing with all of this. So that is why when you see here, both your practical or your logical plane or your mental plane along with your emotional plane combination being balanced is being interpreted in the number 8, 1 and 6. So this is how you can identify your Losho grid for the number 8, 1 and 6, which is called as the practical plane. That is an amalgamation of both your mental plane or the attributes of your mental plane and your emotional plane. Now that you have been able to understand the horizontal planes, let us come into the next 3 divisions of your vertical planes. Now the first thing we will look into are the numbers 4, 3 and 8. Again, attributes associated with these numbers are considered. Basically 4 is Rahu, 3 is Jupiter and 8 is the planet of Saturn. So these planets, when looked into, you can see this is basically talking about visionary plane. The reason why I say this is Rahu, when you talk about the number 4, it is extreme energy. Things happen very fast. There's a lot of attachment to the thought, a lot of attachment to the idea of it. Number 3 is that you have mentorship, guidance and a kind of teacher to help you through the entire process. And 8 is the success or the financial attributes level. So there are high chances that this might help you get financial benefits, also get mentorship throughout your entire process and have that connectivity in the flow. So that is why this is why we call it as a visionary. Basically, when a person is a visionary, he has a vision in his mind, he gets help from the possible mentors, guides, etc. He also knows how to put his energy into the thing to actually make it work and to also reap the benefits by using the number 8 attributes. So this is a visionary plane. That is why this is basically talking about both short-term and long-term visionary goals and benefits out of the same. Next, let us come to the numbers 9, 5 and 1. 9, 5 and 1, basically here 9 represents mass, that is again energy, 5 represents balance and 1 represents your entrepreneurship. So this basically talks about your willpower to succeed in something. No matter how many times you fall, no matter how many failures you have, or no matter how many times you feel that you have to start from the scratch, this person will never give up. These people having these combinations in their personalized grid based on their date of birth, you will be able to see that they will have these attributes of the same. Next, let us come to the numbers 2, 7 and 6. Now 2, 7 and 6 are called as the action plane. Number 2 is basically associated with the moon. Number 7 is associated with Ketu. And the number 6 is associated with Venus. Here you can see one thing is that the number 6 is associated with Venus. So luxury, materialistic, money, all of these aspects are looking into. Number 2 is the moon. So your emotional quotient is also being involved a little bit. And number 7 basically talks about detachments. Having all of these, like, intuition, detachment, spiritual aspects, all of these combined together basically talk about your action plane. So when you have an emotional quotient saying, I have to do this, while you also have a detachment regarding what is the end result, but you also have Venus saying that there will be luxurious, successful, materialistic wins. All of these put together can give you a combination of letting you an action plane. So these people, if you have seen people with this combination in their chart, you will see people are always doers. They're go-getters. They want to put energy into doing something, achieving something. So this is something that you will be able to see in terms of the Losho grid and understanding each of the horizontal planes. The last 2 planes that we have are based on the diagonal planes. That is basically the numbers 4, 5 and 6 in the first go. Now again 4, 5 and 6, 4 is the planet Rahu is associated, 5 is basically balance, 6 is basically Venus. All put together is called as the Golden Raja Yoga, as per the naming. So that is why we called it as the Golden Raja Yoga. We also have a secondary one which is basically called as the Silver Raja Yoga, which is basically the numbers 2, 5 and 6 taken into diagonal consideration. Now that you have understood till here, this is basically your entire combinations of your Losho grid. For those of you who want to personalizely calculate your numbers of your Losho grid and see what are the aspects that are associating with you or resonating with you, we have another entire video that is going to tell you guys about the same. So saying that, hope you got a detailed understanding of the introduction to Losho grid and what does each number and which planet of each number associated with specify. So saying that, thank you so much.